Imagine three of the most powerful forces in global geopolitics moving closer to direct conflict. On one side, the United States, the world's most powerful military. On another side, Israel, one of the most technologically advanced defense powers in the Middle East. And standing against them is Iran, a country that has spent decades preparing for confrontation. Missiles, drones, cyber warfare, and proxy militias now stretch across the region. But the most dangerous part of this conflict is not just the weapons, it's the strategy. Because the real battle between Iran, the United States, and Israel is not only fought on the battlefield, it's fought through alliances, economics, geography, and influence. Welcome to Inside the Boardroom, where we explain the power struggle shaping our world. Today, we explore how the Iran-USA-Israel rivalry evolved and why the entire Middle East could be affected if this conflict escalates. Chapter 1: The Turning Point of 1979. To understand today's tensions, we must go back to one of the most important political events in modern Middle Eastern history: the Iranian Revolution. Before 1979, Iran was governed by a monarchy under Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. The Shah maintained close relationships with Western countries, especially the United States. Iran was seen as a key strategic partner for Washington in the region. But many Iranians opposed the Shah's rule, accusing his government of corruption, inequality, and excessive reliance on Western influence. Eventually, mass protests and political upheaval led to the fall of the monarchy. The revolution established a new political system led by religious leadership. From that moment, Iran's relationship with the United States changed dramatically. Soon after, the Iran hostage crisis further intensified the conflict. Militants seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and held American diplomats hostage for 444 days. The crisis shocked the world and permanently damaged relations between the two countries. Since then, mistrust has defined the relationship. Chapter 2: The Strategic Triangle. The conflict today can be understood as a strategic triangle between three major players: Iran, Israel, United States. Each of these actors has different goals. For the United States, stability in the Middle East is crucial for global energy markets and international security. For Israel, national survival and regional security remain top priorities. For Iran, resisting Western influence and expanding regional influence have become central strategic objectives. These competing interests create a complex geopolitical rivalry that has lasted for decades. Chapter 3: The Rise of Proxy Warfare. Instead of fighting direct wars, Iran has often relied on a strategy known as proxy warfare. Rather than deploying large conventional armies, Iran supports allied groups across the region. One of the most prominent of these is Hezbollah. Based in Lebanon, Hezbollah is considered one of the most powerful non-state military organizations in the Middle East. For Israel, Hezbollah represents a serious security concern because it possesses thousands of rockets capable of reaching Israeli territory. Iran, also maintains relationships with various other groups and militias across the region. This network allows Iran to project influence without engaging in direct warfare with larger powers. For the United States and Israel, this strategy creates multiple security challenges. Instead of facing a single opponent, they must monitor a complex web of alliances. Chapter 4. The Shadow War. Over time, the rivalry between Iran and Israel has developed into what analysts often call a shadow war. This shadow conflict includes cyber attacks, covert operations, intelligence missions, targeted assassinations, sabotage of military infrastructure. One of the most significant events occurred in 2020 with the killing of Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was a key figure in Iran's regional strategy and commanded the Quds Force of Iran's Revolutionary Guard. A U.S. drone strike in Iraq killed him, dramatically escalating tensions. Iran responded by launching missile attacks on American military bases in Iraq. Although casualties were limited, the incident demonstrated how quickly tensions could escalate. Chapter 5. The Geography of Power. In geopolitics, geography often determines strategy, and one location plays an outsized role in this conflict: the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway connects the Persian Gulf to global shipping lanes. Despite its small size, the strait carries roughly 1/5 of the world's oil supply. That means any disruption could send global energy markets into chaos. Iran's location along the northern side of the strait gives it strategic leverage. Iranian officials have repeatedly warned that if the country faces extreme pressure, shipping routes could be affected. Because of this risk, international naval forces maintain a constant presence in the region. Protecting the free flow of energy through this choke point is considered a critical global priority. Chapter 6. Military Strategies. When analysts compare the military capabilities of the United States and Iran, the difference in scale is enormous. The United States operates aircraft carriers, stealth aircraft, advanced missile defense systems, and a global network of military bases. Iran cannot match this level of conventional military power. Instead, Iran focuses on asymmetric warfare. This includes ballistic missile programs, drone technology, naval swarm tactics, cyber warfare capabilities. These tools are designed to complicate any potential invasion or military strike. The strategy is not necessarily to defeat a larger opponent directly. Instead, it aims to make any conflict extremely costly. Chapter 7. Regional Reactions. Other Middle Eastern countries are closely watching this rivalry. Many governments want to avoid a large-scale regional war. A direct confrontation could disrupt trade routes, damage infrastructure, and destabilize entire economies. At the same time, alliances across the region continue to shift. Diplomatic negotiations, security agreements, and economic partnerships all influence the balance of power. This makes the geopolitical environment highly dynamic. Conclusion. The Iran-USA-Israel conflict is not simply a military rivalry. It is the result of decades of political change, ideological differences, and strategic competition. Each side believes it is protecting its own national interests, but the stakes extend far beyond these three countries. Because if this conflict escalates into a full-scale war, the consequences could reshape the entire Middle East and potentially affect the global economy.